How to stop negative thinking in 3 easy steps. Hi, Kim here, chartered psychologist, and I'm here to help you with all issues regarding assertiveness or anxiety or other mental health problems. In this video, I'm going to give you 3 things that you can do when you find yourself engaging in that negative rumination, when your mind is kind of wandering off with negative thought after negative thought and keeps kind of like almost spidering off into various directions. But there are 3 things you can do to actually help to stop this in its tracks so that you don't go down those rabbit holes. So the first thing to ask yourself when you're finding yourself negatively thinking and ruminating is this the right time to be thinking about this? Because if you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, we've all done it. If we're anxious or depressed, we get caught up in those things that will kind of wake us up and you're thinking, oh my goodness, such and such is going to happen tomorrow, or what did happen the other day? What do I think other people have thought about what I've said? And so on and on it goes. But to ask yourself, if it's 3, 4 in the morning or 7 o'clock and you've got things to do, is this the right time to be thinking about it? Or should I park this for later? And acknowledging that it's not the right time is kind of half the battle there, because you're not saying, I'm not going to think about it. You're not saying, no, this isn't a topic worthy of my consideration. You're saying, now is not the right time. I'm going to park this. I know that sounds easy, but it does take some practice and will get easier the more you do it. So first question, is it the right time to be thinking about it? The second question, especially if you find yourself in the daytime daydreaming, and I used to find this when I became very anxious about things or quite low in mood, I would just find myself kind of almost paralyzed in a funny sort of way, just stuck somewhere, just thinking. And what I then discovered for myself, and this is something you can ask, am I avoiding something? Because I was avoiding either thinking about the thing I should be thinking about, doing the thing I should be doing, and I got caught up in my thoughts and they just kind of got me stuck in the same position. So think about what it is you're avoiding, because anxiety's job is to get you to avoid. It doesn't want you thinking about that threatening thing. It wants you avoiding it like the plague. So ask yourself, if you're avoiding something, have you got a paper to turn in? Have you got the tax return that needs to be finished? Because I do remember when I was doing my postgraduate degrees, my goodness me, how I wanted to descale my kettle and iron. I've never had that urge before, but it was kind of almost, I could feel it cruising through my body, this urge to do it. I didn't do it, but of course, as soon as I finished my exams, the urge went away. So I didn't really want to, I was just avoiding doing something. So think about what it is you're trying to avoid, and then make a plan to actually address the thing that you're avoiding. And then the third thing to consider is, how long have you been thinking about this thing? Because if you've been thinking about it for half an hour, is that really productive for you? Are you getting anything out of it? Because I know we do sometimes we think that if we think something through from beginning to end and we think of all the different permutations and possibilities of things which could go wrong, then of course we're prepared, aren't we? Prepared for anything that might come up. Because we don't like that uncertainty. So this helps us to prepare for it. However, is it the best use of your time? And this is something we do with people who are worrywarts and worry all the time, is we get them to write down all of their worries, and then they pick a time of day where they're going to be allowed to worry about it, because we can sometimes think that worry has a positive effect because it's alerting us to problems. So we want to make sure that we think about these things. But if we engage with them during the day, then other things will be kind of tagged onto it and we'll never get anything done. So think about, how long have you been worrying about it? And then think about, when could I think about these things? How long am I going to give myself? 4 minutes, 5 minutes, and give yourself a time. You can get a little egg timer or time it on your watch and just think, okay, I'm going to give myself 5 minutes to think about this, and then I'm going to go on and do something else, and have something planned that you're going to do, and then go off and do it. So there we go. Those are 3 things you can do when you find yourself engaging in negative thinking and you get caught up in that rumination, going down these sort of negative rabbit holes, which are just putting you into more and more threat. So is it time to be thinking about this? First thing to ask yourself, am I avoiding something? And how long have I been thinking about it? And then ask yourself, is this the best use of my time? And if not, then I'm going to park it and I'll think about it later, and I'll give myself a time limit to think about it. So thanks for listening. If you enjoyed that, please subscribe to my channel,
hit the like button, check the web below because then for my website, because I have a free How to Be More Assertive starter kit. How to Be More Assertive starter kit, and I've got other resources and things on my website, so please go ahead and check me out. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below, or if there's anything you would like answering, leave me a question and I'll be more than happy to answer it. Have a lovely day. Take care. Bye for now.